Okay guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So if you guys have watched any of the last couple videos I did, whether it's the one I had last week or the one I had a couple weeks ago about my indoor season recap, I talked about a new product that I've been using, and that is the Mantis X8. So I personally reached out to Mantis. This was before indoor season started, and I said, hey, you have a product that I think can really help me become a better archer. If you guys know what I do for work, I work in NASCAR. That's my full-time job. Now in NASCAR, we use a lot of data, whether it's on the race cars, whether it's analyzing pit stops, but we are using that data to find out ways that we can be incrementally better than our competitors every single week. So we take a lot of data in, we process that data, and we use it to help us get better, to help us fix flaws, to help us correct issues. So I reached out to Mantis because I saw that there was this product on the market that can track the telemetry essentially on my bow that is letting me know what is happening during the shot process while I'm drawing back, what my sight picture actually looks like, not how I remember it, but what actually it looks like, what my shot timing is from shot to shot. And now I can collect a lot of that data and I can use it to help me become better. So if I have holds that range from, I'm using examples from 2 seconds to 10 seconds, let's say I find out if my sweet spot where I hit the best, where I score the best, is in that like 3 to 3.5 second window. So holding for 10 seconds is not helping me at all. It's actually hurting me because the longer I hold, the worse my hold gets, the worse my hold gets, the worse my shot becomes. So for me, having that, collecting that data, being able to use it definitely helped me between Lancaster and Vegas this year, and now putting it on this hunting bow and shooting a couple weeks with it. This is definitely helping me learn things about myself and how to become a better archer. I'm gonna go through a quick unboxing. I've already taken the initial packaging off. Comes in a nice box. Open it up. It has a little quick start guide, but the quick start is super simple on it. It has their social channels, their website, so if you have any questions, but it's really not hard at all. If you have a smartphone, a cell phone that has Bluetooth, and this product, it's really, that's all it takes. Inside the travel case, there is a charging cord. They give you a nice little sticker, but this is the actual product here. It's this little tiny accelerometer that is going to attach to your bow. So what it also comes with is this little Picatinny rail that I have already mounted on the quiver mount for my sight. And I'll show you another way that I mounted it on my target bow in a pinch last minute, and it actually worked. Maybe it's not what Mantis recommends, but it worked for me. There are some sight bars or some sights on the market, like my CBE Axis on my target bow, which I had a hard time finding a spot to attach this because of the way that the dovetail actually clamps onto the sight on this bow. Now, there isn't really room to attach the Picatinny rail to the back of this because the tightening knob gets in the way. But what I did, I just slid it on the back of the dovetail, and it actually fit on the CBE Axis. I haven't really tried any other sights, but it definitely fit on this, and it is definitely snug. It's not going anywhere. It takes effort to actually move it, so it is very sturdy on here, and I had no problems. I didn't see any real bad deviations in shots from when I have it on my Picatinny rail versus when I have it on the actual sight rail of this bow. All right, setup on this is super simple. The Mantis is all it takes. Once you get your Picatinny rail put on your bow, and you just slide it on the rail, get it into one of the grooves, you'll hear it click, and you're locked in, you're ready to go. For the app portion of it, super simple again. We're gonna go to the app, we're gonna open the Mantis app up, and I already have a lot of this information put in, but we're gonna go skip connect, we're gonna go to settings. Now in the settings, there's a couple different things that you can do to get this, to help get the Mantis set up correctly so you can track your shots correctly. Add a setup, we're gonna edit this one. It is a compound bow, so we're gonna set it to compound. We're going to click add at the top, our name. We're gonna go with Jeff, make, elite, the model, ethos. At the top, you can select recurve or compound. We're gonna toggle it over to compound. We're gonna save that. We are going to select on the ethos compound. We go to train. Now we have it already set up. We're on compound, right-handed, and we're going to start training. All right, so I have the app open now. It gives you two options, connect or skip connect. We want to connect because we want to shoot. We're going to turn it on. It's going to give you a green flashing light. Going to lean it up against something sturdy. I've used a tree, tripod camera tripod. Right now I have this box Connect. If you had like limb legs, that would work too. So we're gonna open our training. We're gonna confirm our stats here. Compound bow, right-handed, and then we're going to hit start on the app. Start. All right, we're ready to shoot. So now it's just gonna record every shot we take. We're gonna take a couple shots here. We'll do the block target, which is 20 yards. We'll do the mini elk, which might be hard to see, but that's 45 yards. Then I have a bag target way out there, and that's at 80. So we're gonna do let's do 5 shots in each, and we will compare our shot scores from 20 yards all the way out to 80 yards. Our arrows, bow, calibrated, ready, 20 yards, block target. Maybe we'll only take a couple here, but here we go. Shot score 94.3. That one was a little low. That was my best hold, 95.7. That was good. 94.7. 93.1. That one felt good. 94.2. So let's go pull those. All right, we know that mini elk is at 45 yards. Let's just confirm it. Shot score was 94.3. That was a good one. And I think we might have broken arrow. Yeah, a little low again, so I'm just gonna add a yard to this because all 3 of those are just a little low. That was a good one. 94.3. One thing I did notice from shooting from 20 to 45 yards is the first 3 of these shots, I actually came low and then came back up on the target. Shit. So this is what happens when you shoot them down low in the leg and you hit that rebar that's in there. Doesn't matter what arrow, it's not gonna last. Shoot 4 arrows there, see if we can't learn something. It's 80.5 to be exact, and that's what we want to be. .92.6, that definitely did not feel great, and it is low in the target. Again, same thing. I came low when I anchored, and when I came back up to the target, I just hosed it. That one felt really good. Yeah, 95.6. That one was a little left. 94.5. 95.0. So let's go tug those. Let's call this my bullseye. Hope you guys can see it. But what my pin, when I draw the bow back, typically I am up here to the left side. As I come down to target, I come down and I'm usually just a little off to the left. And I sneak it over to the right and I just sit here and I kind of float on it till the shot breaks, and then usually my bow breaks some way this way. But I noticed at 20 yards, like I said, I come down, I get to the level that the target's at, and then I'm just here. Now at some of the longer distances, I come down on the target and I have a tendency to dip below it, and I have to bring my pin back up on target. Now, when I go back into the app and I track the ones where I'm coming down on the target and coming back up to it, I'd say 80% of those times when the shot breaks, it's low of the dot. That's probably just because when I come to full pressure on my back wall and I'm going through the shot, I've set that pressure up below the target. And now that's where the shot is breaking, is where the most pressure was set up on the initial anchor position, which was low. That's some things that I have to pay attention to in my shot, especially shooting at some of these longer distances, is where am I building the pressure in that shot and how it's affecting my overall shot. So the data is what you do with it, right? you can collect all the data in the world. If you don't do anything with it, it's not going to help you become a better archer. Or if you collect all the data in the world and you overanalyze all of it, if you analyze every single shot that it has to be perfect, that can be bad too. So what I like to do and how I'm using this app and how I've been using it for the last 2 months is I take the data and I look at it globally. Are all my holds within a second and a half of each other? Am I in the 3.5 to 5 second hold window? I find if I'm in that 3.5 to 5 second window, I make good shots. If I'm less than that, typically I'm rushing the shot. If I am longer than that, usually I'm struggling with my hold and I should probably just let the bow down and redo that shot, because once I get past that 6-7 second mark, I'm just making bad shots at that point. Now, I couldn't do it without the Mantis. There are other companies on the market that are made for specific bows, but the Mantis with the Picatinny rail system, you can pretty much mount on any bow. And like I said, I couldn't get that Picatinny rail on my CBE axis, but I still found a way and managed to get it onto my sight to be able to track with my indoor stuff. So if there's a will, there's a way. This is super easy to set up. It's totally worth the $150 price tag. $150 is a new set of strings. It's a half a dozen arrows. It's a dozen arrows. But if you can afford to get a $150 thing for your bow that's actually going to help you get better instead of, color match strings, like, do I like color match strings? Yeah. Do they help me become better? Not really. Is this going to help me become better, and is this going to last year after year and from bow to bow? Absolutely. It's totally worth it. It's one of the best things on the market that I have found recently that has helped me out a ton, and I can't wait to shoot this for an entire season and see how this helps me for indoor season next year. So if you guys are in the market for something that's actually going to help you become a better archer, check out the Mantis X8. It's a great product. It's a great piece of equipment. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button down below, like the video, it helps out a ton, and we will see you on the next video.